Cap off a tremendous season.
And it started pretty quickly for them because you have to remember, Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became an entirely new franchise known as the Baltimore Ravens. And since then, they've won the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and also number 35 in Tampa over the Giants. This is a proud franchise looking to add their third Super Bowl trophy.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
On first down, Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. After the sack on first down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10. Here's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And some space here. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 7-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Brady going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Steps away. And it's caught. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bucs are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that That drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it'll be third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here comes the offense again for the defending Super Bowl champs, who Charles returned all 22 starters for the 2021 campaign, and they're trying to be the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots did it back in 03 and 04 with a quarterback named Tom Brady.
And this version of that quarterback expects this team to actually repeat as well. And boy, does he burn to make that happen, right? When you think about it, take the Patriots to back-to-back and take the Buccaneers, already immortal, he goes beyond that as well. And this team, only thing that can stop them, complacency, and that won't happen. The TB12 around.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Throwing now is Brady.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson now. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 44. Working from the gun, it's Brady on the move to his left. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, CD, something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. 3-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and, Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out west, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
People constantly make the joke about defensive backs being wide receivers that can't catch, but Carlton Davis puts a lie to that theory, snags that one, and he's not a guy who gets a lot of publicity, but a big part of the Bucs' run to the Super Bowl title last year. A former second-round pick out of Auburn in 2018, he led the Buccaneers with 4 interceptions.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now a carry for Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to run again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their 38. Shotgun now for Brady.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but a defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Jackson to throw. Pass complete to Edwards.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Flushed out. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 10-7, a little under a minute to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season,